The extraordinary events leading to the tragic peacetime death of a Navy frogman had their start at historic Portsmouth Harbor, some 50 miles from London on the Channel coast. The time was early spring. The place, the bar of Keppel's Head Hotel. The incident, based on actual facts taken from documented records of Intelligence Operations Unit C, your United States counterspies.
Well, have you thought it over? And?
And I thought how I'll be 46 this summer. How out of shape I am for a go like this. And how I have a wife and child and a safe, however skimpy position. Also, I've thought, why me? Any of these young service blokes would be better suited for the job.
Oh, that's so. Seems during the war, I recall the name Terrence Finn. He's the best underwater man around.
During the war, perhaps. I haven't been for a swim on top of the water, much less under it, since the day the Navy gave me my heave-ho.
Well?
Of course I'm accepting your proposition, mate. Soft touch if ever I heard one. Like we used to say in the service. A piece of cake.
With the proposition accepted by the ex-Navy diver, his bar consort left England and returned to my office in Washington. Oslo and Stockholm intelligence had telephotographed a certain snapshot, and I thought he might identify it.
Sorry, Chief. Don't have my Lloyd's Register of Warships handy. It's one of theirs, isn't it?
Yeah, here, help yourself.
Oh, thanks.
That's one of theirs, all right. It's the same cruiser sailing right now for Portsmouth.
Oh, the Goodwill visit. All right, I'm dumb, I admit it. I still don't connect any of this with Terrence Finn. Well, very honestly, I don't connect any of this at all.
Well, do you know Oslo Harbor?
I know it takes a magician to navigate its approaches.
We'll see if you can connect this then. Their ship's captain refused the conventional offer of pilot guidance and maneuvered into berth position unassisted in 12 minutes flat.
That's impossible.
Well, that's what I said when I first heard it, but according to all reports, the ship's a near miracle. I've been told to get detailed underwater photographs of the whole ship's bottom, and not to come back without them.
Uh-huh. As our English friends would say, isn't that a bit sticky? Diplomatically, I mean.
Oh, sure it is. It's real sticky. All right, Joe, you can cut it off. Now, that's why I can't use an official diver. This has to be done without government sanction, English or American. Now, if we miss out on this, and they ever use those ships against us...
So I return to London and see to it that we don't miss out.
Right. Now, their big embassy reception is set for noon Friday. Now, you'll take the flight back tonight, and I'll join you there in time for the reception.
Of course I've got a trick up my sleeve, Doctor. You don't imagine that I will refuse pilot guidance without it. I assume you know what this is?
Thank you. I have seen television before.
Not this kind of television, my dear friend. Below water level, we have 8 cameras, variously placed, like windows in the hull. Flick of this knob, and we receive from any one of them. Look. And now.
It's enough. Turn it off.
You see, Yasny? For I grant that your security people are not fools. They are those of us in naval service with some brains of our own. My refusal of pilot guidance should tempt any of their divers. Well, curiosity will kill a frogman just as it will a cat.
It would be embarrassing, to say the least, to have him found trapped against our hull.
Most embarrassing indeed. So I've prepared for that eventuality as well. You see, Yasny, we can assume that oxygen breathing apparatus will be used by any snooping diver. But where oxygen avoids telltale bubbles, it is also a serious drawback, correct?
Toxic poisoning below maximum level.
Precisely. But if our own frogman team using demagnetized suits and compressed air apparatus were to release a trapped diver and force him down, well below maximum level. You follow me now, Doctor? Accidental death due to oxygen poisoning.
And all London is talking about the truly amazing performance of the visiting ship in docking without pilot guidance in record time. Diplomatically speaking, of course.
Excuse me, Mr. Keller.
Sure.
Well, go and drink your tea. It'll get cold.
Nora.
Oh, don't mind me. If you want to go and get yourself killed for a few extra pounds, I suppose I can't stop you.
We need the money, Nora. Besides, you heard what Mr. Keller said. The national security's at stake. If the Navy...
Oh, the Navy, the Navy. I'm just sick of the Navy. You owe them a lot. The fine way they treated you. It came in from my handbag. Where's my bag?
Nora, if you're really set against my doing this...
Oh, no. I'm all for it. It'll be fun being a widow. Oh, Finny. Remember when I married you? You were a real catch, remember? War hero, top pay, with a guaranteed future Navy desk job. And you said all you needed was a family to share it. And I could provide that.
Oh, Nora.
I got what I bargained for, didn't I? Furnished flat, unpaid bills. A husband that's like a fish out of water. Oh. Not being much of a wife, am I?
I think you are.
No.
Nora, I have to do this.
Yes. I suppose you do.
Okay, now, mate. Where were we?
I don't have to tell you that no one can intervene officially if you happen to be spotted. Even your own government won't know you.
I understand.
All right, then. It's tomorrow. 4 o'clock sharp. For the visiting dignitaries lunching in London, some 50 miles away, the odds ought to be working for you rather than against.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be clear sailing. Like we used to say in the service.
I know. A piece of cake.
At noon the following day, my plane landed at London Airport on schedule. Given freedom of the port, I was conducted through Customs Gate where Agent Keller was waiting for me. En route in a cab, he brought me up to date on his arrangements with Finney. Arriving at the embassy, we entered prepared for lunch, but hardly prepared for the turn of events that followed.
Oh, monsieur. Well, Colonel, better late than never. Come have a drink. Friends, your fine response in coming here to share our simple fare has warmed the very cockles of my heart. It only proves too well the truth behind the phrase first uttered by England's own great statesman, William Gladstone, when he said, "The resources of civilization are not yet exhausted."
Now we've heard everything.
For my part, I want to return your friendly gesture with one of my own. And from the repeated questions asked me today as to my ship's secret, I can think of no better answer than to invite those interested to join me aboard for a personal tour. It's almost 2 o'clock. We leave shortly by car. We can be in Portsmouth by 4 and have you back in London for dinner time. Meanwhile, enjoy yourselves. Remember, there's more where this came from.
Portsmouth at 4. Is that the time you set for Finney?
That's not good.
Not at all. I can't put my finger on it, Cal, but there's something here I don't understand. That Admiral's too sure of himself. Inviting people aboard ship could mean one of two things. Either the man's a plain fool, or he knows something that we don't. Does Finney have a phone? Let's call him.
Put me through to Portsmouth, 5502.
Hello. Oh, it's you, Mr. Keller. Why, no. He left some time ago, about an hour. There's nothing wrong, is there?
Oh, no. No, I just thought we might catch him before he took off. Thanks, Mrs. Finn. Sorry to bother you.
Too late, huh?
I was sure it would be. She wanted to know if anything was wrong.
Well, something tells me there will be. Something tells me if Finney makes this dive, it's liable to be his swan song. And ours, too. Now, we've got to get those pictures, though. It's vital.
Gentlemen, I suggest we get started.
Yes?
So where do we go from here?
Well, I go on board ship. You go stop Finney. We're calling that dive off until tomorrow.
Right.
Finney arrived at Portsmouth Harbor on schedule. Embassy caravan worked its way through the London traffic toward the harbor.
Danny, no! The dive's off! Can't you hear me? Hey! Hey!
Ship's gunnery room. Shells and spares for 11-inch and 5.9-inch cannon. Let the others in the rear have a chance to come forward to see, please. 4.1 high-angle guns, magazine explosives, torpedo tubes. Any questions? Gentlemen, this is our flag officers' quarters. A handsome decor, I'm sure you'll agree. And every item a product of our own experienced craftsmen. Yes, yes, what is it? I thought I left absolute instructions. Thank you, wait here. Doctor? Perhaps this excursion has tired our good friends. Why don't you escort them to the officer's wardroom for some, shall we say, liquid refreshments?
This way, gentlemen, if you please.
Good work, son. I'd like to let him stay there like a fly stuck to paper. As Dr. Yesny said, it might prove embarrassing. So go to the diving room and send Radamar to me here at once.
Oh, good. You're ready. It's a job for us, all right. Let's go.
You know what to do, man. Let's do it.
I don't know who you are, man. But I'm thanking you.
Well, that goes both ways, Finney.
You used my name. Do I know you from somewhere?
Not me. So we have a mutual friend named Keller.
Ah, Keller. Then you must be the chief he spoke about. Hey, maybe we are even at that. You saved my skin, I saved your pictures. Look. See? The camera. It's all right.
And so are you, Finney. So are you.
Oh, I don't know, mate. Like we used to say in the service. A piece of cake.
The body of a Navy frogman was discovered 8 days later on the beach at Brighton. It was a dead body, but it wasn't Finney's. Counterspying is essential because certain powers still believe in war, still believe in any means to achieve a ruthless end. Next week, I'm able to release a heretofore classified report concerning a truly ingenious attempt to sabotage the rocket propulsion mechanisms at the White Sands launching site. Now, if successful, our missiles program would suffer a critical, perhaps conclusive setback in a race where time means everything. I think it's a counter-spy story that none of you will want to miss.